Welcome back. Wonderful to see you again. Veggie Mike Ellis, thanks for joining me once again. And today I want to talk to you about vegan equals accountability. It equals responsibility. What do I mean by that? What am I talking about when I say that? So really what it is I think, after really finding out how we're treating animals and the reality of what we're putting animals through, I think there's a lot of, for one, denial and also not lack of knowledge. But once we actually find out what animals are actually going through, I think the next step to that is holding oneself accountable, right? So when I went vegan and I found out really what we're doing to chicks in the male chicks in the egg industry, so what we're putting them through, what we're putting the hens through too. So the male chicks, on the day they're born, they're just thrown in a grinder and they're ground up alive. This is in the billions every year. And then the hens in the egg industry, this is just one example, they're killed after 2 years. A natural, lifespan of a chicken is 8 years. When I found out they were grinding up the baby males on the day they're born, I was horrified. And that's kind of like when I went vegan, because I said, you know what? I'm paying for this to happen to them. It's my fault. So I want you to think about that, because when we go and buy, say, a chicken in the store, right? Well, the chicken was there anyway, right? So if you didn't go and buy that chicken in the store, you could say, well, someone else would have bought the chicken, so I'm not responsible. That chicken was already killed. Well, I think that's just mixing up the order of things. So it's just a different order. So if you went into the store and you ordered the chicken to be killed, the chicken's already alive, right? And you put a down payment on the chicken. You say, okay, I want to have a chicken killed. You would think of it differently, right? Because you would be like, oh, I want that chicken. Because there are some of that with turkey too. People just order their turkey and they pick out their turkey. I want that turkey. But really it's just a different order. So the reason that the chicken was killed was for you to buy it, or for me to buy it. Well, before I went vegan, the chicken was killed for the purpose. It was he or she was raised for the purpose of being killed. And then at 6 weeks old, they're only 6 weeks when they're killed. Where again, natural lifespan is 8 years, or 6 weeks when they're killed for food. Okay, it's for the purpose of that chicken being there for you to buy. Okay, so when we pay for the chicken to be, to be given to us in a package from the store, we're paying for the chicken to actually be killed. We're responsible. And so it's just a simple supply and demand. We're paying for a service. We're paying for somebody to raise the chicken, to breed the chicken into existence and kill the chicken for me, so that I can buy the chicken and eat the chicken. Okay, and so I think the reality of that, and then holding myself accountable and saying, you know what, it's my fault. I'm the reason that chicken was killed. I paid for that chicken to be killed, and holding myself accountable. And I think, assuming you think animals have moral value, every time we buy eggs, we're accountable. I'm morally culpable. I was morally culpable of putting male chicks in the grinders, of sending the females to the slaughterhouse. They all go to the slaughterhouse. The cows in the dairy industry go to the slaughterhouse. Their babies, if they're males, they either get shot on the head on site or turned into veal. This is just the reality. When we buy milk, that's what we're paying for. And yes, it's our fault. And before I went vegan, it was my fault. If you're okay with that, fine. But I'm just saying, hold yourself accountable. If you don't go vegan, fine, don't go vegan. But it's still your fault. It was my fault too. I'm not actually comparing anybody here. But yes, when we buy animal products, we're paying for them to be killed. And yes, it's our fault. It's our fault. It's not the big company's fault. It's not factory farming's fault, which 99% of the stuff comes from factory farms, and everybody thinks they're getting them from these fields. I don't know why the people believe that, but that's what we believe. It's not reality. We're paying for them to be enslaved, suffer, and be killed. That's just the reality. So I'm just saying, consider holding yourself accountable and ask yourself, do animals have moral value in any way at all? And if they do, you hold yourself accountable and you go vegan. Thanks for watching.